Hi guys, it's officially 2021, the start of a new decade, and we made it out alive of the crazy year that was 2020. So we're filling this year with new energy and talking about the creme de la creme of all the products that I've tried and tested for the year that has gone by. Despite 2020 being a shit show, 2020 was actually not a bad year for beauty. I feel like I personally found a lot of holy grails, and I don't know if it was because I tried a lot of new things, I wanted to just keep myself entertained, and with all the online shopping that I did the past year, I did find a lot of new finds. So without further ado, let's get into these products. Starting off with foundation and concealer, I'll be talking about something I just raved about in my previous video, so this won't come as a surprise. It's the Rare Beauty Foundation and Concealer Duo. I mean, first of all, they're super cute. They're like mother and daughter, twin sisters. I mean, the packaging is amazing, but most importantly, this applies like a dream. I feel like my face looks airbrushed, and even if it looks that perfect, it doesn't feel very heavy. It feels so lightweight. And I'm not a foundation gal, especially now that we're wearing masks all the time. I like something that feels like nothing on my skin, and this just does the job. Now, if you want to hear a more detailed review, I'll be linking the video up top so you can check that out. Now, moving on to blush, this product really surprised me because the internet was confused. They didn't know if they liked this product or not, and for me, it was love at first swipe. I'm talking about the Patrick Ta blush in She's So LA. I mean, this product looks like a bronzer when you first see it, but on your skin, it just gives you the most natural flush. It looks like you've been out in the cold or you just got a sunburn and it gave you the most beautiful glow ever. And I love how this stays on my skin for a really long time. Sometimes I have a hard time with blushes because one, they don't pick up well on camera, or two, at the end of the day, they're already removed. But not with this one, honey. It's gonna stay and it's gonna give you that glow that you need. Moving on to contour and bronzer. As much as I'd like to name new products, I actually found myself shopping my stash and reaching for the same products I've been reaching for over 2 years. And I know that sounds disgusting, but these products just never die. And I'm talking about the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder and the Hoola bronzer. These two just really give me a snatched nose, a snatched face, a snatched everything. So if you want to look like you run a few miles and you have the tallest nose ever without a nose job, these are your two best friends. I love how it gives you the most natural shadow without making you look orange. And it just, the tone, the color, the application is such a joy. And if you're looking for products that are really going to be bang for your buck, you can never go wrong with these two because sure, they're a little bit pricey, but they've lasted me for 2 years with no allergies, no nothing. So I've never had a problem using them past their expiration date. So I doubt you'll have a problem either. For highlighter, we have another Rare Beauty find, and I'm not ashamed because Selena killed it this year. I'm talking about the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize, and first of all, it looks gorgeous. This shade of pink just really looks good on my skin. For some reason, I've been drawn to rose gold this year, and I found that it plays really well with my skin tone. So this is a favorite for me because it gives me a very natural highlight. I'm actually wearing it today. So if you see a little bit of gleam and shine on my cheekbones, on my nose, and on my lips. That's actually the Rare Beauty Luminizer. And I love how you can never go overboard with this. It doesn't make me look oily, even if I've been wearing it for a few hours. And even with a mask, it stays put. So that's definitely a winning formula in my books. Now, for eyes, this is my favorite category. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm a hoe for glitter and that my love affair with Pat McGrath will probably last a lifetime because, honey, she just does it so well. No one does it like her. I mean, from the packaging, look at that. That is art. This is, it's perfect in every way. And her formulas, the way it reflects on your eyes is just amazing. My goal is to collect all of her eyeshadow palettes because you can never go wrong. And they last you forever. So this specific one is the Divine Rose 2 collection, which is her newly release for 2020, and everyone went gaga over her Trio Chrome, which I'm actually wearing on my eyes today, which is called VR Sextraterrestrial. You don't see the shift on camera really well, but in person, it is amazing. It is this shade right here, and if you see, if I tilt it a bit, it shifts from pink to green like an actual rose, and it's amazing. Another contender for the eyes that we cannot miss out on is Makeup by Mario. So I bought all three of his eyeshadow palettes, at least for his first release, but the ones that really stood out to me is the Master Metals palette, which is this palette right here, because it just looks like an ornament for your eyes. It's beautiful. The sheen, the application is everything. I've literally had every single person who saw me wearing this compliment me on how beautiful my eyes looked when I was wearing them. Now, if you're a little bit more calm and you're experimenting with makeup, another great option is the Master Mattes palette, because this one is going to be your ride or die. It's just very well executed. The color story is really nice, and whether you're a beginner or an enthusiast, this is not going to fail you because it's very buildable. It's not like Pat McGrath or any other palette that I have that it's really intense during the first application. This is something you can build on. So if you're just playing around with makeup, this is a good start, and it's not that expensive. So definitely check that out if you're into mattes. Now, for mascara, I also have two contenders, and one is a drugstore one, and another is a more higher end version. For the drugstore, we have the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and nothing else comes close in the drugstore because number one, it's so easy to get. And number two, this just gives me the drama that I need. And sometimes when I'm in a rush or I just don't want to put a lot of effort, I feel like I'm wearing false lashes. It really elongates and lengthens and volumizes my lashes, and it's just perfection. And for the higher end version, the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes Mascara is amazing. You can build it on to even look like spidery lashes if you like that look, but you can also do just a few coats. For me, my sweet spot is 2 to 3 coats, and it's just the most beautiful fluttery lashes that you could ever see. Now, for the eyebrows, we have a rep from the Philippines, which I'm so proud of because nothing else comes close to this. And I love how the person who created this, which is Momoy Supe, actually made it available internationally. And he just solved all of my woes with every eyebrow product out there. It's pigmented, it's thin, it lasts long, it doesn't dry quickly. The colors are amazing, so it's perfection. My holy grail for the last few years or so has always been the K Palette eyebrow pen, but once I tried this, there was no going back. I actually am using two of his products today, which is the Microblade Pen Perfector and the Brow Painter. So the Brow Painter reminds you of the K palette if you've tried that, so it's a little less pigmented. It gives you a more gradient look, whereas the Microblade Perfector is really full on pigment when you put it on. So if you want to draw hair-like strokes and pretend you have hair, in this part especially, she's gonna be your new best friend because it gets the job done. Now, for brow gel, which is a must-have in my brow routine, I have an all-time favorite, which is Glossier Boy Brow. I mean, nothing else really comes close to this. As you can see, it's already ruined. All you see is glue. And I've tried to cheat on my boy brow for a couple years now, but nothing else comes close. I've tried multiple brands, but there's something about the way this is formulated, the way the spoolie is made, that just gives you the most perfect brow. It gives you the feeling that you have more hair than you actually do, and it doesn't give you that crunchy feeling. So it still feels like it's hair and there's movement. So I really love this, and I don't think I'll be replacing this ever. Now, to finish off my look before I put on my lipstick, I set it with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. And I love this because the word airbrush really does mean airbrush, because I just love how finely milled this powder is. I love how big the mirror is, and it just looks very beautiful. I'm in the shade 1, which is their lightest shade of the line, and I love busting out this compact when I'm trying to control my oil in the middle of the day, but also I love it because it just perfects my under eyes and my nose area. It blurs all the pores and it keeps my makeup set the entire day. Now, on to another favorite category of mine, the lips. So starting off with lip liner, which is the first thing I do when applying my lip makeup, I love the KKW 8-piece mini lip set. To be honest, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to try this, but I'm a fan of Kim K no matter what you think about her, and I love her nude lip looks. So when I saw this on her website, I got really sold on it, and when I tried it, love at first try. The shades of nude are just really perfect, and I love how compact they are because it's so easy to put one in your bag or in any bag. And I love how it just completes my makeup look. It's not too waxy, it's not too dry. It just really shapes my lips really well. And whether I have a dry lip or just very unsightly dry patches on my lips, this glides on smoothly and makes it look like my lips are perfect. Now, on to the fun part, which is lips. So starting off with a rep from the Philippines, which is again Strokes Beauty Lab Velvet Click Sticks. Now, I got their entire set, and look at that. It's beautiful. And also, it has every shade you may ever want. I love how matte it is, yet it isn't drying. I also love how thin it is because it fits easily even in my small bags. And I just feel like these shades were really made really well because the colors don't seem to make you look too white or too dark. It doesn't make your teeth look yellow. And a few of my favorite shades are the first few shades actually on of this collection. One of them is Contessa, which is the most perfect nude ever. And it just gives you that whole 90s vibe, which I really like. Another shade that I love is Flamingo, which is a nice pink peach shade, and this is actually something that I often gravitate towards and grab when I'm going out somewhere. This also doesn't stick to my masks as much as my other lipsticks do, so I really love that. And then the last shade that's a real standout for me is the shade Cameo, which is actually the shade I'm wearing today, which is sort of a peachy, it's a peachy peach lipstick. I know it registers a little bit pink on camera, and that's mainly because I use another product from the Strokes Beauty Lab lineup, and it's their Silk Kiss lip glosses. And I'm using my most favorite shade, which is the shade Passionate Peach. And this adds the most nicest sheen on your lips, and it's just perfect. And every time my lips are struggling with any kind of dryness, this immediately adds color and hydrates them throughout the day. This is one of my favorite lip glosses ever. I love how it feels on the lips, and I love how it's not sticky. Because I also got the set, it comes in this really cute lip acrylic case, and it's just really nice to decorate your room, and it's a great way to store the lip glosses. Now of course, I can't end this video without mentioning my all-time favorite lip product, and it's the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. This is just perfection in a tube. First of all, I love gold. It's very classy. There's a small little logo of Lisa, and when you open this up, the texture, the way it's formulated, it's just perfect. And this lipstick stays on your lips even when you eat oily foods, even when you eat pasta. No matter what you're doing, it stays on your lips. And it doesn't just leave a stain, it actually stays on. So for me, after I eat a really oily meal with this, it sort of gives me that blotted lip look, but a lot of the pigment is still there, which is unheard of in any other lipstick, because usually when I eat food like that, the middle part of my lips already don't have color, or it's just going to leave a very light stain. So I'm definitely looking forward for her restock this spring, and I'm so excited to get more shades from her. The only other shade I have from her is the Velvet Morning Lip shade, which is a reddish orange color, which I super enjoy wearing when I want to look Vava Voom. Now we've reached the end of my favorite beauty products for 2020, and I'm so excited to be sharing them with you. Let me know if there's anything I mentioned that was also part of your list this year, and if you're excited to try any of the products that I mentioned, you can purchase them through the links down below. I don't get any commission or anything. I just wanted to give you an easy way to shop all the products I just talked about. And if you're living in the Philippines and you want to get access to some of these products, I also just recently launched my IG shop, so you can slide into my DMs and send me an order, and I can ship items for you in 2 weeks. Seeing what the beauty industry has come up with in 2020, despite a pandemic in their hands, is truly mind-blowing. I'm so excited for what 2021 has in store for all of us. And before I end this video, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who supported my channel. You truly, truly mean a lot to me, and I appreciate the times that you've watched my video or even shared a comment or a like. I love hearing from you guys and talking about our shared passion for beauty. And if you're new here and I somehow got recommended to you by the YouTube algorithm, welcome. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you're interested to see new up-and-coming products for 2021 and what's buzzing in the beauty industry, please consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please show me some love by hitting the like button down below and clicking the bell icon so you never miss a beat when I post content like this. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down, yeah.